How you guys doing this morning? I tried doing this outside, but after it, I lost some minutes. I lost about 15 minutes in the video that I did outside. Um, I was talking about how social media is heading in a very weird direction. And, really heading in a weird direction. And when I mean weird, it's really weird because, when MySpace came out, okay, it came out during the Bush administration, and it really started to die off near the beginning of the Obama administration. I mean, it really started to decline because of Facebook and Twitter and more adding of social media and shit. So, and what really put the nail in the coffin of MySpace was YouTube. Okay, YouTube. Um, in which I love YouTube. It's a great platform, and also there has been a lot of bias towards people that are exercising their First Amendment right, freedom of speech, press, freedom of period. But even in life, we have freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the media, freedom of the press, peacefully assemble, and to redress grievances of our government. But ever since Alex Jones was booted from Facebook, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, the left has claimed they have self-claimed victory. We finally got him off the internet. Well, there was no victory, just a blowback. Now, Twitter said we're not going to boot Alex Jones. Okay, we're not going to boot Infowars, and they got pissed. They got pissed because they wanted to make an example of Alex Jones. Why? Because he's becoming fiery. What to say is really deranged. If I was Alex Jones, I would act the same way because very passionate about the love of my country, very passionate about my ability to have freedom of speech and have the ability to have the right to freedom of the press, right? Freedom of the press. So you could be a citizen journalist or you could be a mainstream media moron who's bowing down to the political corporate masters. But social media has fallen in that category with the media. Very biased, full of bullshit. Now, there are a lot of citizen journalists. You got the little guy like, Lisa Haven, and you got AMTV with Christopher Green, Angelina Fuentes. She's a pastor at church, but also does sports on the news. And you also got Dabu 77. You also got Gary Frenchie and the Next News Network. And you got Joe Wayne, the anti-COINTELPRO show, that is giving the mainstream media, the establishment media, a huge run, a huge fight. And Alex Jones for 22 years, look, been fighting this shit for 22 years. and he's gaining a following. He's gaining a lot of viewers, a lot of listeners, and it seems that CNN is a village of crybabies, because they're coming up with this fake news BS bullshit, and they're really putting pressure on these platforms to boot Alex Jones, boot this person, and boot this person, because they feel that it's not going to go as well, because it's not going according to their agenda, to their narrative, that they need a Democrat back in office to make things better again. Absolutely not. Right? I mean, I think here. Now, social media is a really, really, really good platform, and I believe that. I believe that it is a good platform, because when you really understand that things aren't going your way as a liberal network that's totally failing, and lost about 35% of viewership in 1 month. And you lose 25% the month before. And Fox News got about a 10% boost in ratings in viewership. So you ask yourself, why? But the thing is, somebody's pulling the strings. And George Soros was financing this war against Trump. Trump ain't gonna budge. So they got somebody else to finance this agenda to get Alex Jones off the air, off of the internet. But the thing is, the internet is for everybody, okay? Everybody has the right to be on the internet. Everybody has the right to be on a certain platform. And, I mean, you could be a whatever. I mean, you could be a Facebook or Twitter and whatnot and YouTube. But the thing is, it should not matter what somebody says on your platform. I mean, it could be a talking point. It could be a talking point like with Diamond Silk. And which Facebook, aka Mark Zuckerberg, deemed dangerous. Two cool black ladies who tell it like it is, who's not afraid of telling it like it is, deemed dangerous. Why? They testified to the Senate, and I swear they destroyed the liberal senators like there's no tomorrow, and they kept trying to say, well, how much did the Trump campaign pay you? And they're trying to keep pushing this, that how much did the Trump campaign pay you? And these ladies were absolutely magnificent. Absolutely awesome. And it's just that these liberal senators have an agenda. They have an agenda since day one. Okay? There is this crazy freaking nonsense that they're trying to put in a position here of some kind of agenda. Like, we need to put our party first. our country second and people last. But it's the people first, party dead last. It's always been that way. Should be. And they try to pass some stupid, dumbass, lame legislation. Okay, there's a senator, a Democratic senator, Senator Warner, who wants to pass a bill censoring conservatives, censoring Republicans on social media. Well, his fellow senators and congressmen and women are, his fellow senators are Republican and this is just stupid. This is absolutely stupid, because how can you censor somebody that's a Republican, a conservative? Okay, I'm a libertarian conservative. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a libertarian. I believe in small government. I believe in the Constitution. I love my country. Am I a racist? No. I'm just a guy who loves his country and my state. Even though it's been run by a psychopath and Governor Jerry fucking Brown, but I love my country. I would never change any of that, because in this column, in this piece on Instagram, it says you're a racist if you love your country. You're a racist if you support your troops. You're a racist if you support small government. You are a racist if you support your president. Okay, you want to think that now. Now, how about the liberal Democrats? Are they racist because they love their country? Are they racist because they support their troops? Are they racist because they believe in bigger government? And are they racist because they don't like Trump? Think about that. They use this term. They kind of throw it around like a baseball. They're playing catch with these phrases: racist, misogynist, homophobic, Islamophobe, xenophobe, everything. They're throwing this around like they're playing catch. And nobody is catching. Nobody is playing catch here. I mean, I love my country. I do support my troops, I do support small government, and I do support the president. Whether I like it or not, I support this guy. Now, at this point, you gotta wonder. Now, why do you want to censor conservatives? Why do you want to censor anybody that's not a Democrat and a liberal? That's hypocrisy. It has no bounds. Okay? What is the Democrats' weakness? They need illegal immigrants to vote for them so they can stay in power. They need black people to vote for them so they can stay in power and get reelected and shit. So, but what's happening is that Democrats are losing African American votes. Okay. But they're still trying to hold on to the illegal immigrants to vote for them, because there are a few that are running for re-election and they want to stay in power. They want to stay in the Senate in the Senate seat, because that seat gives them power. It gives them some credibility and recognition in power. You know what I'm saying? So Now we got social media. We got Facebook. Total censorship of anybody who's not a liberal Democrat. Fuck them. So, same with YouTube. YouTube, from the middle of 2016, censored and demonetized videos that don't go with the agenda, the narrative of of the certain party. It's like you cannot be a Republican or a conservative on YouTube at the time because Donald Trump is, I mean, okay, look, think about this. Okay, think about here. The unemployment for Hispanics, blacks, and Asians are at all-time low. First time in what, 25 years? 25 years? It was the highest when Obama was in office. It was the highest ever in 17 years. Okay? It's the lowest now. And this is what's pissing off the Democrats, because unemployment for Hispanics, blacks, and Asians are at all-time low. People are working now. People are working. People's wages are better. They're getting a better, they're getting a tax cut. They're getting a big tax increase, you know, return. And now they're going after a voice of the resistance, and that is Alex Jones. Okay, I started to listen to him around 2008, before he got InfoWars big as it is. You know, I think that it is a very huge. I mean, it's like you think you're like, okay, why go after the guy? You know, why go after him, knowing that he has more viewers on his channel on YouTube? He has more listeners on his podcast, and also on other affiliates and syndication stations and whatnot. He has more of all of this than CNN. Okay? CNN, what do they have? 800,000 viewers every single night. 200,000 under a million. I mean, you have to really ask this question: is that why is social media, like, you know, Facebook? Why is Facebook so liberalized? Knowing that liberalism, like feminism, is cancer. It's cancer. You know, you have the feminists pushing the issue. You got liberal fake news media pushing to censor conservatives and anybody who's a Republican, a libertarian, or a independent. Because now, with me, they'll probably say, well, he's spewing hate speech, he's fake news, you know, and we need to get him off YouTube. We need to get him off of Twitter, Facebook, whatever he's on. We need to remove him now. See? So the fact is, you have to understand the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, okay, the First Amendment. You have to understand we have the right to freedom of speech. We have the right to freedom of religion, freedom of the press, peace. I mean, now, lately, anybody who peacefully assembles, okay, peacefully assembles, police comes out because somebody complained, because there's a group of Trump supporters, or us deplorables. I had to do that in there. Deplorables, what Hillary calls them, are out together. They are peacefully assembling, praying in public, okay, not causing a ruckus, just together. They're praying in public. They're getting together, talking, and everything else. And what do you have coming in the horizon? That's very uneasy feeling. You have Antifa. You have this communist, anti-American bunch of cocksuckers wearing a mask, hiding their face because they know if they get caught, mommy is going to blister their ass. Wow. Well, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, the power just went out and came back in. And what do you fucking know? The power went out, came. I guess somebody from PG&E didn't like what I was saying. Oh man, I mean, it's fucking funny. I mean, like, holy fucking shit, you know. Unable, connection unstable. Please wait a while I try to reconnect. Bullshit. Lucky I'm using my iPhone. Yeah, my iPhone. So, I mean, it is literally just, literally in fucking insane. Like, could you fucking believe that shit? Fucking went, gone. Woohoo! I mean, it's in. I mean, the power just went off for a few minutes, then a few more seconds, and all of a sudden, came back on. I guess PG&E have becoming a liberal company, huh? Liberals. Front page news, breaking news: PG&E is now liberals, suffering from cancer. I mean, you gotta understand. I mean, it's very insane, very just absolutely in fucking insane here, guys. I'm like, shit, you know. They're trying to censor speech from anybody who's not a liberal and not a Democrat, okay? Because they want only their shit being heard, being said, and whatnot. They want to eliminate conservatives, like angry, pissed off feminists wants to remove men from the planet Earth as we speak. Which, of course, it'll never happen because, hey, we ain't going fucking nowhere. I'm saying third-rate feminists who are men-hating cunts who wish all men died and only women would rule the world. Well, guess what, ladies? You would go extinct in 50 fucking years, okay? And without a new generation, how are you going to run the world? Okay? The last generation comes up, whoa, guess what? We're the last of our generation. We're all going to die out here pretty soon. You need us, bitches. Um, that's like if women were God no longer on Earth, and if guys ran the world, we would be in the same boat. Okay, we would be in the same boat. Right? I mean, we're going to end up having carpal tunnel by the last time the last generation, the last generation ended up dying off, all dying from carpal tunnel. I mean, like fucking that deal, like fuck, you know. Why do you got carpal tunnel? I've been drinking too much. What happened? No pussy. I mean, we are in such a fucking, just like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What the hell here? Let's see here. Fuck. Web Defender phone. Okay, allow access. So, it's just, really, fucking insane, you know. But, again, it's just, I'm sitting here at my desk doing my video here, and I think that, the left wants to absolutely destroy any conservative that exercising their freedom of speech, exercising their right to free speech, because they want to hinder someone from actually having the right to free speech. You know, speak freely, speak the power and everything else. But when you, that's like you're driving a good car, and a nice car. Fuck here, goddammit. You're driving a nice car, and it's the car you had your whole life, or the vehicle you have you had your whole life. What the fuck? Don't want this shit. Let's see here. And somebody comes up and says, your vehicle is polluting the earth. We talk about it's a fucking Volvo, man. Driving a Volvo. Well, it's still keep saying, well, I'm driving an old Centron DS Coupe. Is that it's still a gas guzzling environmental hazard. What are you driving? Don't take a subject. You're saying that this car is a environmental hazard. Yeah. Well, you're driving a fucking Prius, so why are you fucking complaining about it? My car's not no rocket. It's just a car that's economically friendly. It's a small ass fucking engine. It's front wheel drive. It's not no Mustang or Corvette or a goddamn Crasher and shit. No, it's not a gas. It's just a French. It's a French car. It's a good. But the thing is, you gotta understand. Like, okay, why am I here? Why am I? And you ask the question is, why complain? You're driving a good car. It's not a gas guzzler. It's great design, great ingenuity, great whatever. But you're like someone who's a eco fucking nut driving a Prius that goes 0 to 60 in 14.10 seconds. It's not like, you know, it's a hybrid. It's a... It looks like a fucking possum fucked a dustbuster and shit, you know. I mean, or it looks like a Volkswagen fucked a golf cart and shit, you know. It either looks like a fucking possum fucked a dustbuster or a Volkswagen fucked a golf cart. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know. These left-leaning dipshits are trying to tell you, well, you need to drive an economically friendly vehicle. Are you stupid?